today.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Hunter Renfrow to return it from his end zone. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raiders offense heading out with their new man under center for 2023, the former Patriot, former 49er, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. You look at this Buffalo defense, and this unit very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
Well, this defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. And now the rookie's free. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. That punt returned 69 yards. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So his big play capability play there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. First possession resulted in a punt. What does Mr. Davis predict for possession number 2?
I'm looking forward to seeing what they had down on their play sheet, because most teams start with that script, that so-called script, about things they want to do. Some of those plays are used to probe, and some of those plays are used.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. He got yards that time.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Garoppolo on first down. That's to the veteran tight end, Austin Hooper. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down. To throw is Garoppolo. And that's complete to Adams. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Garoppolo looks to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the Raiders are going to have a first as the tackle is made at about the 5. Here's Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. One more time with Jacobs. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They go power. This is Johnson, the fullback. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here come the Bills on time. And they will be let out by their rookie quarterback.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. Down the right sideline and down right around the 37. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 26 big yards on that one, and it's another first down. Now here's Young. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Zay Flowers with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Moody good with, and that makes the score 14-7. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. From his end zone, here's Renfro. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better, which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. But you look at this defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Young working out of the gun. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Young will set to throw. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. This offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Moody good with the extra point, and it's a 7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down elements. You're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. Garoppolo. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but with confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They start on the ground with Robinson here. Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. If they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. There's Robinson showing the flash. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 105 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Now a throw here, hauled in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
What my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the
and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dalton Kincaid with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills are able to add on to their first half lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends no touchdown. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Raider offense going to head out now first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They will run the draw with Jacobs. Breaks a tackle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 23. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Zay Flowers and his offense about to begin their next drive. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, Young. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Now Moody for the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Second down, Young. Throw caught by Flowers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Young now. And that will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Zay Flowers with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you. No question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. So following the touchdown, here's Moody to send it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st. Garoppolo now. He's got Hooper on the short connection, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense. The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Garoppolo again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 144 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
18 more yards there and another 1st down. Young. And that is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Looking to throw, Young. Over the middle, complete. It's Flowers. Touchdown! Zay Flowers, 31 yards. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. An extra point try now for Moody. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's got Hooper on the short connection. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up second down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's caught left side. Myers with it. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Myers may be one of the most unsung wide receiver ones of the last 2 seasons with over 800 yards of steady production both years. The Raiders add him to a loaded receiver room, and they'll rely on him to move the chains as he did in New England.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost...
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And my goodness, CD, I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 173 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A first down throw for Young. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. This record-setting ball game just continues. I mean, we're getting into silly territory here. He is closing in on 400 yards.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about...
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Zay Flowers from 6 yards away. And the Bills are on their way to a 2-0 start. Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
This offense so far on third down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Open man is Myers. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. It's caught here by Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Garoppolo. Very quick throw. He's got Myers. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Quickly a slant to Renfro. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Bills are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of...
And now Garoppolo lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Now Moody for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Open score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This taken in right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? and the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Bills, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.